This problem asks you to figure out the empirical formula of a compound that has copper and oxygen in it. Now, we're given the mass percent compositions as 88.8% copper and 11.2% oxygen. And in order to calculate an empirical formula, you need to figure out the lowest whole number ratio of atoms, or the lowest whole number ratio of moles of atoms. So in order to do that, you would expect to have masses, but in this case, you're given mass percent composition. So how would I figure out the masses in this case? Well, what I would do is I would just make an assumption and assume that the sample was 100 grams. Why do I assume a sample of 100 grams? Well, because what's 88% of 100? It makes it easy. 88% of 100 for copper would be 88.8 grams. And likewise, oxygen would be 11.2 grams. Now I can go ahead and continue to work through this problem and figure out the number of moles. 88.8 grams divided by the molar mass of copper, I get 11.2 grams divided by the molar mass of oxygen. For copper, I get 1.400 moles. And for oxygen, I get 0.70 moles. All right, and so what I would do then is I go ahead and I take those numbers of moles and I input it into my table, 0.70 here. And then I figure out the lowest value. And the lowest value in this case is 0.700. And I divide each of the values in the moles column by that number. So 0.700 divided by 0.700, excuse me, 0.700 divided by 0.700 is 1. 1.4 divided by 0.7, well, that's 2. So now I have the empirical formula in its lowest whole number ratio of moles. So the empirical formula is C2O. And that's it for this problem.